Okay, I think... Oh, damn it. How did that end up on top? Alright, I think we are good. I think we're live. Hello, everyone. Me again. It's only been about an hour since the end of that last stream. The Outer Worlds is really, really goddamn good. But let us not forget the broken classics. Am I right? Wait, hang on. Is the is is OBS even picking up the game audio right now? Oh. Let me see about something. Audio properties. No, that's not it. Okay, I'm gonna have to restart OBS because it seems to have hiccuped on something. Hang on. Okay, we're back. I'm sorry. OBS seems to have caught on the wrong desktop audio device, so I needed to restart it in order to get it to pick up the game's audio. I'm glad I caught that because it's just me today. Ryan is at a convention. Ted is not available. Ted's availability has been actually pretty shaky from the start of this, unfortunately, which is why he was only here for part 1. Since it's just me today, I've gone and rebalanced the audio some, turned up the voiceover volume to full, because when I do these Western RPG streams solo, I generally, as a rule, try not to talk over anybody else. I want you guys all to get a feel for what the dialogue in these games is like, because I would say it's a bigger draw for this side of the RPG genre than it is for the Japanese, where cutscenes tend to be more like watching a show or a movie, whereas it's a really important part of navigating the game's challenges in a lot of Western RPGs. Whether it's done well or not is another question. For a second, I thought the game had frozen. I still haven't actually finished my independent game save file. I should do that soon. Michael Williams asks, since when did you guys stream Let's Plays? I find myself answering that question at the beginning of a lot of these streams lately. Since I've been on a 1-month medical leave from work and had a lot more time to burn, mainly. Anyway, last time when we last left Mitra Surik and her merry band, we were fighting our way across Tilos' planetary surface, trying to find our way to another shuttle so that we could take that shuttle and find our ship, because our first shuttle crashed. Yeah, it's been a bad day for Mitra Surik's spaceships, hasn't it? Oh, of course, I start a stream and the chihuahuas outside my door start barking. Ain't that always the way? Now, we're in the bunker that we stopped outside of. And because of that, hang on, I'm going to... Oh yeah, and you can see my mouse now. Haha. I just haven't turned that off from the last time I used this particular display setting. Let's see. Yeah, mostly I play this with a gamepad, but you can freely use the mouse to navigate the menus if you find that more convenient, and I do. One of the things about the Knights of the Old Republic and Mass Effect menus back around this point was that they were frickin' inconvenient. Mass Effect 1's menu in particular did not work on a console. It just didn't. It was way too long a list, an even longer one than this, if you can imagine it, because items don't stack at all. And it scrolled really slowly on consoles. It was a pain in the butt. Anyway, what was I doing? Oh yeah, let's see. Right. What I wanted was the breath mask. Now I'm going to go into solo mode for a moment. I believe this room has a gas trap. Yep. The gas trap poisons anyone who gets caught in it, but with the breath mask, I have poison immunity. So there is a console, like, further into the complex that allows you to turn off all the poison gas traps, I think. And there might be one or two along the way that turn off the poison gas traps in a particular room. But if you have someone with a breath mask, you can just have them run directly over the gas traps and trigger them. And, let's see. Wait, does anyone in my party have stealth?
Yes.
Oh, you have stealth. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna do this the really easy way. Let's, take that off you and put it on Kreia. Now,
What's going on?
we have ourselves a force field. Oh, wait.
This arm of mine isn't just for show, General. Stand back. The Zerka mercenaries were a little surprised when I broke my way out of my holding cell. The shields there were even weaker than these. After you.
So BioWare's robotic arm allows him to break down force fields when he's in your party, which can save you time in certain situations. It's not really necessary a lot of the time because, well, there's no guarantee you'll have BioWare in your party a lot of the time.
To the shadows I go.
Anyway, let's have Kreia stealth around a bit. It failed. No, Mitra, stop. Oh, well, actually, first, cast some healing.
I hear you.
I need some healing. There we go. Okay.
What is it?
Ah, force lightning. And I'm out of force power. Okay, that's fine. This is fine. Oh, Mitra Surik needs some healing, so let's have her do that.
Let's go.
Now let's get BioWare over here. Okay, slice into the security terminal. Deactivate local turrets. Download facility map, log out. Okay. Alright, I shut down the turrets, and, okay, I don't have to do any fighting. Okay, that's good. That is good.
What is it?
She does have the breath mask on. Right, I forgot I turned on the, headgear toggle mod, so that, headgear doesn't show. And I did that because the headgear in this game is frickin' ugly. I'm sorry. Let's just activate all those gas traps. Over here. Yeah, I knew I was missing one. Plasma projector. And... oh dear. Well, we don't need to be in solo mode anymore. I'm just gonna heal up real quick. Your force points regenerate faster than your health, so always use your force heal. Oh, hey, items. Oh, there we go. Credits and repair kit. Good, 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 good. Alright, let's just quickly save my game. And BioWare, do your thing. Oh, wait, I know what the problem is. He needs to actually be unarmed, so I'm gonna have to switch his weapons out. I think. No? Okay. Alright, disable droid. And hit it with a
I
lightning.
hear you.
Ah. Don't tell me he maced you. Ah, okay. You two hit this one for the time being.
I hear you.
There we go. And, BioWare, you can hit him with your shield breaker. That's what I was looking for. Boom. Alright. Oh, BioWare can disable the force fields even if he's armed? Yeah, I'm sorry, I got a little confused there. I was looking for the shield breaker ability. Oh, an administrative ID card. Useful. Components, credits, and now that pathway is blocked. This entire area is suspicious because there shouldn't be a military presence of this type in this location specifically. Now, what's over here? Nothing. Alright, let's head back into solo mode.
What
And
is
have
it?
Kreia walk over these vents. Yep. Keep hold of your breath mask, by the way, for a little while at least. There is a Jedi power that makes the breath mask itself obsolete, but for the early game, having that headset, having that piece of headgear that protects you against poison is pretty invaluable. Alright. Out of solo mode. Mitra. Oh, wait, I need to be closer to Kreia. Oops. There we go. Always remember that force heal heals like people nearby you as well. Oh, I keep forgetting to cancel out of that menu. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, so it's just the one over there that has a shield, so I'll hit this one with a disabled droid.
What is it?
Let's bust out some force lightning again.
Let's go.
And what are you doing? I guess this one has a shield too, and it just wasn't showing in the tactical pause. Ugh, what are you
This
doing?
shall not stop us for long.
When I say shield break it, I mean shield break it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the targeting system in the Knights of the Old Republic games can be a little dodgy at times. Well, less the targeting system and more the game's pathfinding algorithms. But, well, that was just a continuous problem with this kind of RPG up until, I want to say, Dragon Age Origins, which did a generally better job about that kind of thing for the most part. Let's see, another med pack. Oh, I keep expecting the camera to allow me to freely look around, but looking up is... I don't even know why that function is there. Is it ever useful? I don't
I
think it
hear you.
is. Ah.
Yeah?
Quick save. Let's go. Okay. If I remember correctly, this is a room with a bunch of turrets in it, and no console to shut them off this time. So, this is going to be a bit rough. Last time I did this section, I had Atten with me, and I was able to have him stealth into the room, deal with all the traps, and then have him stealth in and out of the room to pick off the turrets rather slowly, but it was a safe and really effective way to handle the situation. For now, I'm going to have to...
Yeah?
just micromanage my party really hard here. Let's try and get BioWare to break a couple more shields. Mitra's stunned, I think. Yeah, Kreia, cancel all your attacks and start healing, would you?
I hear you.
Okay. Those two robots in the middle are a real sticking point. Kreia's stunned. Well, we are dealing with a lot of,
Let's go.
Damn. Okay. Energy shield time. Okay. Ugh, stunned again, Kreia. Stop sucking. Ugh. Of course, BioWare had to be the one to go down. That was the last of my force power. Kreia's stunned, so she can't medpack herself. Okay, you know what? You need to go down. And I think what I'm going to do is throw an ion grenade. Ah, Krea's awake. First, I need you to use a med pack.
Yes.
That's not gonna work. Energy shield, energy shield, energy shield. And, oh, I've got force power. Heal, heal, heal. Okay, good. Okay, let's try something a little more expendable. Sonic grenade, go.
This shot. Will not stop us for long.
Okay, okay. Down to the last two enemies. Can Krea heal? No. I mean, I've got this in the bag, but Krea's probably not going to do so well. Krea, can you heal? No. No, she can't.
I hear you.
Yeah, keep your blaster's attention on me. Come on, just keep on spamming in Brute Flurry.
Fallen.
Alright. Okay. Oh man, that was not a good situation.
Yes.
This bunker here is the first place where the game starts to throw some significant combat challenges at you. And for someone who's new to this kind of RPG, it can be a bit of a wake-up call, a rude one, because, well, these kind of games tend to work quite a lot differently than JRPGs do.
What's going on?
Even the JRPGs that have a similar gameplay style to this, like Final Fantasy XII or Xenoblade Chronicles, White Knight Chronicles, that kind of thing, don't have quite the same tactical emphasis. It does really just tend to focus on numbers a lot of the time. Maybe a bit of positioning work, but... And that's one of the reasons, actually, that, people found Dragon Age 2 so disappointing. It's not just because, like, it repeated the environments a lot, although it did, and that was a problem. The combat was just kind of like Dynasty Warriors waves of mooks at you all over the place. It was only really in the DLC that they started working in more considered enemy placements and tactical situations, but too little too late, you know. At least they learned their lesson on that in that area for Dragon Age Inquisition. Are we talking Valkorion in the chat? Ah, yes. The Sith Emperor. Oh, wait. Back to the main menu. What I wanted was to toggle the headgear. No, I can't do that. Oh, I get it. I can't actually...
What's going on?
I can't actually toggle, Krea, get out of the way. I don't want to interact with you. I want to use the damn workbench. I can't actually toggle anyone else's headgear until I'm on the ship. Huh. Okay. Odd. Okay. In any event, quick save. Will we dive into the Dark Forces saga eventually? Eventually, yeah. Since they're
What's going on?
re-releasing, you know, Jedi Outcast and Jedi Academy. Actually, they've already released Jedi Outcast. I'll get to it. I haven't played Dark Forces 1 through yet. though, and I haven't gotten around to playing Dark Forces 2 either, because it's kind of archaic. I am interested, though, especially in Mysteries of the Sith, because I haven't had a chance to experience much of Mara Jade as a character, and, well, she's kind of a fan favorite, you know? So I kind of want to. I only have one book with her in it, too, Choices of One, um, which I bought at Barnes & Noble about a month ago, along with
There
some
she
others.
is, one orbital shuttle. Looks like it's in serviceable condition. That's all a moot point, though.
Why is that?
The hangar bay doors are closed. I don't fancy flying the shuttle through solid metal, so I'd say we need to find a way to get them open. We'll also need to find the ignition codes for the shuttle, or else we'll have some trouble getting off the ground. If we get all that, I wouldn't worry about what shape this heap is in. I'll get it running.
Now, an amusing thing you can do, and I'm not going to do this here because it would spoil a boss fight, but if you just, like, plant a shit ton of mines, like, in this general location here, there's a boss that spawns in here after you get the necessary codes and things, and it'll wander over to this general area. If you plant a bunch of mines preemptively, you can basically kill it before you even come back.
No.
So I just figured I'd mention that. It's really funny.
Feels like poison.
Oh, damn it. I forgot.
I hear you.
There we go. Anyway,
Let's go.
the poison will wear off before it becomes a problem, so no big deal. Okay. Let's loot the place. Credits, always good. A Systech static blaster. Parts. An adhesive grenade. Whew, nice. Turn off the security gas vents. Yes, please. So you pull a crate dragon scenario from KOTOR 1? Oh, you can do that in KOTOR 1? I haven't actually played through KOTOR 1, so... I mean, I've played a significant portion of it, but I haven't played through it. That's the story of my life with Western RPGs, to be honest. Alright, unlock the hangar doors. Failure. Base reactor is offline. Cannot unlock hangar doors. So, we need to go do something about that now. Alright. Yeah, they got some really good voice actors for the characters in this. Oh,
Let's get this
hi.
over with.
Fallen.
Boom. Wait. Oh, no, just the bag. Anything over this way? Nope. Oh, you mean in, like, in terms of a cutscene, OBC? Hi.
This shall not stop us for long.
Alright. And since we turned off the poison vents, we don't have to worry about the vents in the floor anymore.
Tawancha morechiwa, mufalawa ni bobo wish yot kuna sita dorcho ni sobawata.
Who are you?
Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatora. Tayaita ta bosananansata. Tonata biasvia. Jicho watana ikune rakete dinito baramas nucho.
I will say, I wish there was a way to scale the text up so that it wasn't so tiny. Even sitting right in front of the screen right now, it's a bit annoying. Follow me out.
Greking no una panca di planito ba manananga.
I don't think you actually have to worry about making sure this guy is safe or anything, because when I played this before, it never seemed like enemies ever targeted him. One thing that I will say, though, is that he doesn't get the fuck out of your way when you go into solo mode. You idiot. At least the mine couldn't damage him. And adrenal stamina and 2 med packs. Good, good, good. I didn't have that problem last time. Oh. Stunned, of course. Why wouldn't I be? Frickin' Jedi Master right here. Alright, a quick save.
What's going on?
Okay, let's shield break this motherfucker. And call in Mishra to wreak some havoc. Actually, I'm going to use Disable Droid. There we go.
Let us end this.
Ugh, BioWare, come on. Why are you getting all up in my face, you asshole? Ugh. There's escort missions, and then there's this guy. Some people are just too stupid for this universe, I swear. Ah, right, I need BioWare for this.
Let's go.
Oh, wait, is there an item? Droid defense barrier, okay. Oh! Okay, go shield break him.
Focus.
Oh, get out of my way. BioWare, I said go shield break him. A lot of the time, your companions will just cancel your commands and go do whatever the hell they want. Basically, the moment you relinquish control of them. Okay, cancel combat, heal, heal, heal. Nah, that didn't work. Okay, I managed to stun 2 droids. That's good. That rarely happens. Alright, Mr. Twi'lek man, you are very lucky that these droids suffer from such an acute case of Stormtrooper syndrome. Okay, I'm gonna have Kreia heal all of us up before she levels up, because she'll just recover her force points anyway. Okay, and now we can level up. Incest Commentators, what do you think of the new Avengers game coming out in 2020? I don't have much thoughts. I don't have many thoughts about it, to be honest. Yeah, sorry about that. I had to click out of the game for a moment because I realized I hadn't set the chat window to live chat. It defaults to top chat. Okay. OBS is still streaming properly. Good to know. Alright, got 5 points. Let's put them into stealth, awareness, treat injury, and repair. Alright. And for powers, we have the determination Shicho lightsaber form now. Apart from that, let's see. I think my next... Alright, yeah, I'm gonna boost her, force lightning power. There we go. There we go. And yeah, I know I'm not a Jedi Master, I'm a Jedi Knight. I was actually making a funny because I have the... Oh wait, yeah, you're right, I have the Jedi Knight robes. The Jedi Master robes are like this, but slightly different colored, I think. Oh well.
What's going on?
I was mixing it up with my other file. I have Jedi Master robes in those. Now let's see. Beorder. Oh, no. I was on that stupid bottom menu again. I overload droid charging stations. 500 experience points for doing that. On your way back, this door opens up.
This is too tough for me.
And if those droids are still alive on your way back, well, you have to fight them. But you can preemptively just blow them all up and not have to worry about it. And everyone else leveled up. Should I? No, I think I'll leave Beorder where he is, because I think level 10 tech specialist. I don't think he has any other perks that I want in the tech specialist class. Does he? Skills, feats. He has Master Gearhead already. And I'm specialist. Does he gain any special arm-related abilities, maybe? I mean, I can look at this stuff and cancel out, I think. That's not restricted to his tech specialist class, though. This one? Regenerate vitality points. No, I don't think he needs anything. I'll keep him where he is. But Mitra Surik, I'm gonna level her up. You do have a prestige class that you can gain from Mitra, but I actually do want to remain a Jedi Guardian for a little bit, because the prestige class that I like to upgrade to from Guardian is actually Watchman. But before that, I got Master Force Jump, nice. But before that, I like to, I'm gonna put that into Strength, I think. No, I'm gonna put it into Dexterity. Wait, hang on. Put it into Strength. I'm trying to remember. What was my my way of doing things at this point? Oh yeah, I'm gonna put it into Strength for here. And Let's put a couple in awareness this time. And I have the Contention Makashi lightsaber form, which I think is Obi-Wan's fighting style, actually. Let's improve our healing ability. Wait. Now I'm going to take Destroy Droid for now. Okay, let's see. Well, I don't actually want BioWare as, like, my mechanic or anything. I have other characters that I prefer for that role.
Yeah? I'll have this open in no time. Child's play.
Alright, doors open. Shield down.
I'll have this open in no time.
Now, there's a door over here that's sealed, and I think there is like a sequence later on in the restored content patch that allows you to get through here. But it's supposed to lead to like the factory where these HK droids are built. And I think this guy was supposed to be able to get you inside. But, well, you'll see what I mean. Hang on. So, you repair this guy and program the droid to follow you. You get near the door, and he just sort of explodes. I don't get it. uh, anyway, I just wanted to show that off. Yeah, I like going from Guardian to Watchman, particularly because going from Guardian to Watchman also counts as, also, like, unlocks certain cross-class skills that Guardian doesn't originally have access to, like computer use. So you can start leveling that up and have your protagonist gain access to certain options that weren't so viable to them as just a plain old Guardian. And I don't necessarily mean for hacking computers, I mean for like certain dialogue options that require like computer skill. Not many enemies over here. Oh, spoke too soon. Okay, let's see. If you didn't turn off the vents, you're gonna have a harder time at this point. Do any of these guys have... Oh, they've already been deactivated. I must have turned them off and forgotten about it. Oh, wait. I think they activate on your way out. Okay, reactor control. Start reactor. I think you can plant the mines outside that door, too. Yep, I called it. That was sweet. Destroy droid. Oh!
This shall not stop us for long.
Ah, it's like Force Lightning, only it's not Dark Side because it only affects droids, I guess. The damage on this is beautiful. I've never used Destroy Droid before. I wasn't expecting it to be quite so kick-ass. Ah. That was good. That was cathartic. That's what that was. To be honest, the reason that I picked Jedi Watchman the first time wasn't because of the specs, but because of the way Kreia described it when she was telling you about the prestige classes. It sounded like an in-character vocation for my character to take. Alright, let's see. That it happens to be a good choice to run with from a gameplay perspective.
Let's go.
Was a bonus, of course. Alright, let's see. Ah, Jedi Knight robes again. I'm just rolling some really good RNG here. This datapad contains the ignition code for the orbital shuttle in the underground hangar. Some parts. About this one. No. Log out. Log out. Nothing else to do. Okay. Guess we just gotta jog on back, don't we? Night speed. Go! Your characters just gain super speed and follow you really close. Wait. Oh no. It's that guy. Right. I guess I can't use night speed here. I have to escort this guy. I'm sorry, Geist. I don't know what to do about that. On my side, the stream's health seems to be pretty good. So, oh, wait. Here we go. This is not going to be fun. I hope Destroy Droid works for this. Ugh. Oh, God! I don't want to stay exposed. Don't. And Kreia, you can help out with some Force Lightning. No, don't melee attack the tank. Are you stupid?
What is it?
Let me handle this.
Oh, man. That was too easy. This guy gave me so much trouble the first time around. Oh, God. Alright, and you're still here? That's good. That's some frag grenades. Parts, Mandalorian battle armor. Bronzium light battle armor. Advanced med pack. computer spike and some chemicals, parts, Mandalorian heavy armor, credits, strength package, and an advanced repair kit. Nice haul. Okay. And now the only thing left to do is open the hangar bay doors and get out of here. Hangar doors unlocked. Mr. Twi'lek. Oh, there you are. Well, at least you got stuck on the correct side. This old orbital shuttle doesn't have a hyperdrive, but it can get you out of the restoration zone. Take the shuttle to the shielded mesa in the Tilos polar region. What about the guy? Isn't he, like, coming with us? I guess?
Statement. We have arrived too late. The target has evaded us. We must pursue it. Observation. They have likely escaped aboard the orbital shuttle that has been docked here. The bay control computer likely will have a record of their departure. Query. Have you discovered anything about the shuttle's course? Answer. I have managed to track the shuttle's movement across the SHIELD network. However, the SHIELD network does not stretch over the polar region, which was the shuttle's apparent destination. Statement. Dispatch a unit to the polar region with the last known coordinates and approximate path of the shuttle. They will not escape us again.
Alright.
Well, this can't be any worse than last time. So
Wait,
that's the
you have
hole in
to
the
lead
SHIELD
them
network, huh?
all the
Doesn't
way
look like
to the
much to me.
entrance? Really? Is that how that works? Oh. Well, in that case, I guess I'll have to go back a save. Hang on.
You've got to be kidding me. It's not my fault.
Ugh. I need to wait until the stupid cutscene ends. Hang on. There we go.
Egotistic praise. An excellent shot, even with the prevailing winds. I couldn't have done it better myself.
I can't actually skip this stuff, can I?
Relieved.
Okay, hang on. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, let's see. Load game. The autosave. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, curb stomp the stupid tank again. Oops. I thought the Twi'lek was supposed to be, like, on the ship with us or something, and maybe he died. It's hard to tell with this game because a lot of the stuff that, even when it is working properly, it's ridiculously, ludicrously jank. Like, it doesn't look like it works properly. Ugh, Mitra, stop trying to go in with your sword and use Destroy Droid. This way, stupid. This way, stupid. Thank you. Let's go raid the closet again. Let's see. Yeah, I think all the items are the same as they were before. Why do you keep turning around whenever you open the locker? Ugh. Ugh, get out of the way. Kreia.
What is it?
Oh, does that locker just not have anything in it? Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, it was all the same stuff. Alright, now where's the stupid Twi'lek? There you are. Come on, tentacle head. No, that's a wall. This way. Tentacle head. This way. Ugh, I can't believe it. You actually have worse pathfinding than we do. Am I able to switch characters right now? I should probably... Right. Since this allows you to gain influence with Atten and BioWare, I might as well go for a twofer. Because I don't use BioWare all that much, so any opportunity to gain influence with him is good, but I also want to gain influence with Atten so that I can train him into a Jedi.
Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata.
I guess the Jedi Code is still alive and well.
Which option should I actually pick for Atten here? I actually have been away from this game long enough that I've lost touch with Atten's character, and I'm not sure which one he would actually favor, like practicality or hmm. Hmm. If someone suffers, then they are worth our time.
If you say so, I'm not sure I believe it. There's a lot of people who need help in the galaxy. If we stop to help each one, the Sith are going to be on us faster than anything. Let's just accomplish our mission first, then worry about everyone else.
Influence gained, Atten. Your mouth is saying no, but your morality meter is saying yes.
General, Need something?
Really, you don't have to call me General.
Sorry. Guess I can't get my head out of the past.
How'd you end up on Tilos?
I moved around for a couple years. Working as a starship mechanic got me from place to place. I wasn't ready to settle down after the war.
During my exile, I did the same thing.
Then you understand my restlessness. Though the war had ended, I couldn't find peace in anything. As long as I kept moving, I didn't have to think about what happened. Know what I mean?
Only too well.
I'm sure you do. I decided I'd do something constructive. I wanted to make up for the things I'd done in the war. I wanted to design planetary shields, but there weren't many systems with the credits to spare. There was more that needed to be rebuilt and protected. I found out that Tilos was going to be the flagship project for the Republic, and it sounded like something good. I saw Tilos before the Sith raised it. It deserved a better fate. But Zerka ruined everything. I thought I could force Zerka out on my own, but I guess I can't fix everything myself.
I think taking on Zerka single-handedly might be a little out of your league.
All I wanted to do was send a message, but I couldn't even do that right. That's the past, though. It's good to be working with you again, General. Something else I can help you with?
Okay, so I could only gain influence with one of them, apparently. I guess there is a priority list. Like, depending on who you have in your party, you'll get a conversation with this person, and then potentially this person if the first one wasn't in your party. What's Atton's morality looking like? Yeah, he's pretty up there. The closer that the characters are to your morality, I think, the closer they are to the point where you can turn them into a Jedi. Anyway, Atton can go back, and I'm going to put Kreia back in. There we go. Okay, let's see. I'm going to quick save. This old orbital shuttle doesn't have a hyperdrive, but it can get you out of the restoration zone once you open the underground hangar doors above you. Ah, I forgot. I haven't actually done that. Oh, for fuck's sake. I think BioWare has some dialogue choices that trigger based on how many light side actions you do around him. That isn't necessarily tied to just his influence gains. I did get to the point where I made him a Jedi in my other file, but I had to go out of my way to do it because I actually just forgot to have him in my party much before that. This old orbital shuttle doesn't have a hyperdrive, but it can get you out of the restoration zone. Take the shuttle to the shielded mesa in Tilos' polar region. How do I want to do the Mass Effect 2 Let's Play? Well, we'll see.
Statement. We have arrived too late. The target has evaded us. We must pursue it. Observation. They have likely escaped aboard the orbital shuttle that has been docked here. The bay control computer likely will have a record of their departure. Query. Have you discovered anything about the shuttle's course? Answer. I have managed to track the shuttle's movement across the shield network. However, the shield network does not stretch over the polar region, which was the shuttle's apparent destination. Statement. Dispatch a unit to the polar region with the last known coordinates and approximate path of the shuttle. They will not escape us again.
Whew. I'm getting tired.
Well, this can't be any worse than last time. So that's the hole in the shield network, huh? Doesn't look like much to me. You've got to be kidding me. It's not my fault.
Egotistic praise. An excellent shot, even with the prevailing winds. I couldn't have done it better myself. Field assessment. I've picked up on the heat forms of the Jedi and their allies. Activate the mines and prime the self-destruct sequences. Relieved statement. Oh, Jedi, it is good to see you intact. We were concerned that shooting down your shuttle would damage you irreparably. Quick clarification. But now that we have found you, we hope that we can facilitate communications. Unnecessary addendum. And put an end to hostilities.
Any reason why you shot down my vessel?
Unnecessary clarification. We merely wish to cripple your vessel. Once we tracked your coordinates, we were able to deploy several droids in this location. Probing query. We are, however, curious as to why you chose to come to the remnants of the polar Tilos irrigation system. There is nothing here that our instruments can detect. Eager threat. But we are looking forward to extracting your motives for coming here when we place you in torture restraints.
How many of you are there?
Chiding statement. Oh, Jedi. There are as many of us as are needed to capture or kill our targets. Egotistical boast. And there are far more of us than any one Jedi. Destroy one of us, and more shall rise from the wreckage. Unnecessary threat. And our attack protocols are more than a match for you and your allies.
If you want to fight, then come on.
Optimal accuracy rate.
Ha ha! And the mines are gone.
Ratio achieved.
Everyone
Optimal
down.
accuracy ratio achieved. Systems
Time to
failing,
even the
Master.
odds. More where that
Systems
came from.
failing, Master. Systems failing, Master.
Done. All too easy. Now hang on, I found... hang on, let me just unhighlight these items. I think... an HK control cluster. One step closer. Beodor looks as if he was knocked unconscious by the explosion. If he can find refuge, then he should recover in time. Well then, let's go do that. The H and K, the HK droids are entertaining. Nice to know I'm not the only one who uses those.
Lay down your weapons, and you shall not be harmed.
Alright, we mean no harm.
Why is it that everywhere we go, I end up in a cell? I mean, why did they lock us up? What is this place?
It is a training ground for Jedi.
What? This ice hole?
Yes, it bears the semblance of an academy. But where are all the students? Curious.
You've got to be joking. What is a Jedi Academy doing out here in the middle of nowhere?
It is a place hidden from the galaxy like the academy on Dantooine. But this place... Oh, Atrus, you have been clever.
Atrus?
It's none of your concern.
Well, the sooner we're out of here, the better. 2 crazy Jedi are more than enough for me. No one told me we were going to be dumped in a nest of Jedi.
And what is it about this place that causes you such fear?
What do you mean? We're in the middle of a bunch of Jedi. You know how they are.
No, I do not. Not in the way you seem to.
What are you doing? Get out of my head!
Stop struggling. Let me follow the current. Deep, deeper to its source.
Stop! Stop! Ah!
Ah, with the fear is mingled guilt. It squirms in you like a worm. And the why? Ah, and there is its heart. You surprise me. I could not feel it before. Your feelings are a powerful shield indeed. Do not worry, Atten. If she is a Jedi, she will forgive. And if she is not, she will not care.
You can't tell her. Please. I'm asking you. I don't want her to...
Think less of you. I hardly think that's possible. Still, there is no shame in what you ask. We all wage war with the past, and it leaves its scars. I will not speak of yours, Atten, but there is a price for such things.
What? What price?
There are those who wage war and those who follow them. You are a crude thing, murderer, but you have your uses. You know how important this woman we travel with is. Even one such as you can feel it. You will serve her until I release you.
And if I refuse?
You will not. If you do, then my silence will be broken. And then, Atten, you will be broken. You fear the Jedi, and rightly so. If Atrus learns of your choices, you will never leave this place. But whatever fear you hold of the Jedi, know that if you disobey me, that my punishment will make you beg for the death that has long hounded you. Wipe the fear from your mind. You will not find blind obedience a difficult master. You chose it once. You will learn to embrace it again.
I don't know how you became such a manipulative witch, but why a vicious old scowl like yourself would even bother with me is a bigger mystery.
No game of Dejaric can be won without pawns, and this may prove to be a very long game. You are a slippery one. Your thoughts difficult for even one such as I to read. I suspect the self-loathing that squirms within you gives you a curious strength. Your spirit, as diseased as it is, refuses to allow you to give up, no matter what threats you face and whatever wreckage you leave behind you. I feel you have crossed our path for a reason. Perhaps even you, at the right moment, may be able to turn aside disaster. If so, your potential is not yet spent.
Fine. I'll be your pawn. But I still think you've got the wrong man.
Perhaps. But someone has to fly the ship, and the Force is a hard thing to predict. You have crossed our path for a reason. Our path brought us here for a reason. And now I know why. The past is here, and it must be met before the future can be set in motion.
More Jedi speak. Care to explain?
No. I've wasted enough time with you. Sleep, murderer, and be silent. I I need no distractions. A critical moment approaches.
I did not expect to see you again after the day of your sentencing. I thought you had taken the exile's path, wandering the galaxy. Yet you have returned. Why?
Let's see. Tell me what you've done with my friends first.
Your concern is noted. Your friends have not been harmed. They have been detained for their safety. I find it unusual that you are travelling with others again. I had thought you had forsaken the company of others after the war. Or is that why you are here?
It was not my intention to come here, Atrus, or to see you again.
Yet here you are. Perhaps you do not know yourself as well as you think. Regardless, your arrival here begs an explanation. Have you come to face the judgment of the Council, as you did so many years ago? Are you finally willing to admit that we were right to cast you out?
I could not stand by and allow innocents to die in the Outer Rim.
So you said, so long ago. I didn't believe it then, and I don't believe it now. You sought adventure. You hungered for battle. You could not wait to follow Revan to war. The Jedi Order asked only for time to examine the Mandalorian threat. They urged caution, patience, and you defied them. So when you returned, you were brought before us. You were a Jedi no longer, and so you were exiled.
I also recall you wished me imprisoned, or worse.
There was much about that day that was difficult to forget. Your words, your defiance, and when you stabbed your lightsaber into the center stone. I have kept it, so I would never forget.
I did not realize you still had it after so many years.
I have always kept it, as a reminder of what can happen when your passions dictate your actions. I have kept it, so I would never forget your arrogance or your insult to the Order.
I wish to earn the right to carry my lightsaber again.
Become a Jedi again? That is a thing far out of reach. But I am not unsympathetic to your feelings. Leaving the Order must have been difficult for you. Yet you gave the Council no other choice. You gave me no other choice.
I went to war to protect others, not for battle.
So your choice was to meet the aggression of the Mandalorians with more aggression. That is not the Jedi way.
Is the Jedi way to let people be massacred?
Every choice we make, whether we know it or not, sends echoes through the Force. It can awaken feelings, ignite passions, hate, anger, fear, where none existed before. By meeting aggression, by serving as an opponent against which the Mandalorians could test themselves, you fed their hate, their lust for war, and it sent a terrible echo through you. And because of it, you and those Jedi who met them on the battlefield lost their way, and you turned on us.
Revan and Malak turned on you, not I.
Without you and the other fallen Jedi to support them, to feed their lust for war, Revan and Malak's crusade would have been over before it began.
Then you know nothing of what drove me, or Revan.
I know you betrayed the Jedi teachings. All that you had been taught you threw at your feet, crushed them beneath your heel. The Jedi teachings require we examine our actions. Acting without reflection is not our way.
Hesitation and impassivity are also strong emotions, ones we should guard against.
There was no guarantee that marching to war would have saved the Outer Rim. In fact, quite the opposite.
Ah. No, there was no guarantee we would win, but if we had not acted, the Mandalorians would now rule the Republic.
A physical victory perhaps, but the real victory lay in...
And how many people would have died if the Mandalorians hadn't been stopped?
You do not know...
You are correct. I do not know, and neither do you.
How dare you? The Mandalorian Wars should have been your grave, and Malachor 5 is where you should have died.
Your anger. Is it because you secretly wish you'd had the strength to follow me to war?
What? What do you mean?
I can see it in you. You wanted to fight by my side, but you were too scared to defy the Council.
You're wrong, just as you were when you defied the Council. I tire of fighting with you. You lust for war, and you always will, and you have succeeded in distracting me from my questions. So answer me. If you cannot seem to admit the Council was correct, then why are you here?
I'm looking for my ship so I can leave Tilos.
Your ship? Ah, the Ebon Hawk. It is not your ship. Unless you are admitting to the destruction of the Paragus mining facility.
The destruction of Paragus was an accident.
Ah, an accident. Something beyond your control. You have not changed. Acting instead of thinking, putting yourself before the galaxy, before the Jedi. Do you know what you have done?
Flew away from an asteroid field while the Sith shot at me from a cruiser and didn't watch where they were aiming? Yeah, I know exactly what what I did. The only thing I could do, I flew away, because it was not my choice to be there in the first place. Why don't you tell me?
Without the fuel from Paragus, Citadel Station cannot maintain its orbit. It will crash into the planet and its destruction will echo across 20 other worlds.
Why is Tilos so important?
Tilos was a test to see if the Republic could mount a restoration effort on the Outer Rim. When it fails, the Republic will not finance another. The other Rim worlds, devastated by the Sith, will remain graveyard worlds, devoid of life. And that is the magnitude of your crime.
It's almost as bad as the Jedi letting the Outer Rim die during the Mandalorian Wars.
So you still hold to your flawed convictions. If you think to anger me, you are wrong. How is it that you are not content to confine your ruin to yourself? You must spread it to others wherever you go. Ruin yourself with your actions if you will, but when your actions bring harm to others, then you must answer for it.
So now I get blamed for the actions of the Sith.
The Sith? What do you mean?
The Sith have returned, and they are hunting me. And they are hunting all Jedi.
You speak truly. You have encountered the Sith. I can feel the scars on you. Tell me, where did you encounter them?
The Sith came for me on Paragus to kill me.
Paragus? What would they want there? They can't have been looking for you.
The Sith believe me to be the last Jedi.
You? If they thought you were Jedi, the teachings of the Sith blind them indeed. I am the last Jedi, not you. You betrayed our teachings, our beliefs, the very core of the Jedi Order. If these Sith attacked you, they will soon realize their mistake. And if you escaped, they most likely let you go to see if you would lead them here.
They're stronger than you think. At least one Sith Lord stands with them, and they fight differently than the Sith from the Jedi Civil War.
Whatever force they can bring to bear, it will matter not. If they face a true Jedi, they shall fall.
Atrus. Why? Speaking with this woman makes my head hurt. Your grasp of tactics is questionable.
We shall see. For now, the perspective on your situation has changed. I have your ship. I will return it to you. You must leave here before you place us in jeopardy.
Is there anything that I can do to help?
You offer your aid? After turning your back on me? On the Council? The Jedi is not something you embrace out of fear. The commitment is stronger than that, something you never seem to understand.
I'm not doing this out of fear. I want to help.
Perhaps. But if you help me, it cannot be done from here. There are others in the galaxy who may help us against a Sith threat. If you can find them, gain their trust, perhaps our defenses shall be stronger for it. Take your ship, seek them out. If you find them, encourage them to gather on Dantooine. From there we can call a council and see what can be done.
If there is anyone who can aid us, I will find them.
Then I shall send you on your way. It is now time for you to depart.
We shall remove her, mistress. Come with us. Are you all right, Mistress?
The exile reminded me of something I had forgotten.
Forgive me, Mistress, but I must ask. The exile, I've never seen another affect you so strongly. Was she important to you once?
We all have our heroes, and when we watch them fall, we die inside. She made a choice once, and I did not. The day we judged her, I stood in the chamber, and she was so right. She was so certain of it. I doubted myself, but not now. She will never make me doubt myself again. But now I am tired. I must meditate.
Of course, Mistress. I will tell the others you are not to be disturbed. And please, do not exhaust yourself. We can attend to matters here.
Okay, so that was Atrus, and she's gonna be important later. Let's just say that the Jedi Masters in this game, they're teeny bit flawed. Yeah, I'm gonna say they're a bit flawed, a little bit. Now I can talk to any of these handmaiden sisters. I'm pretty sure, like, they mostly have the same dialogue. But this one, the one that's just handmaiden, is special. If you're playing as a male version of the Jedi Exile, she is a recruitable party member. The female character gets this guy called the Disciple who you meet on Dantooine, and he's very... he exists, I guess? Like, it feels like they put a bunch of time into making the handmaiden work as a character and then ran out of time to make the Disciple as interesting. If that makes sense.
You are the exile, the one Atrus warned us about.
And what did Atrus say?
She said, you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself.
I went to war to protect others, not to fight.
That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts, and she told us why you fell to the dark side.
I do not walk the path of the dark side.
Atrus says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up.
If that were the case, I would have fought in the Jedi Civil War.
Atrus says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with him because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force.
I did not march with Revan because it was my choice.
So it was a matter of choice then. If Atrus has erred in her evaluation of your motivations, it might be best to inform her.
Did Atrus say anything else?
I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. There are variations at times, but all rise from the same foundation.
Expressed feelings?
Yes, it is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. The words often prove difficult, or they do not come at all.
What do you think Atrus's heart says?
Without having seen you and Atrus fight, I cannot say. Battle is a pure form of expression. It is heart and discipline, reduced to movement and motion.
if I fought Atrus, then that might make the truth come out?
Perhaps. It may prove truer than conversing with words. In battle, the words are swept away, giving way to actions. Mercy, sacrifice, anger, fear. These are pure moments of expression.
I would like to ask you something.
You may ask.
You look different from the other women here.
I honor the face of my mother. It is not something spoken of in the company of others.
I apologize. I meant no offense.
There's no need to apologize. You were merely remarking on something that you saw. There is no wrong in that.
Is it a sensitive subject?
It is not a sensitive subject, but a subject that requires trust. There is no such trust between you and I, and such trust takes time.
Let me ask you something else.
You may ask.
Why does Atrus allow me to walk freely? No, I'm not gonna say that. That would be dumb.
Before you go, Exile, a question for you, if I may ask it. You have touched the Force. What does it feel like?
It is a difficult thing to describe.
Please, I wish to know.
It is like a current that passes through you and carries you with it to all the places it touches.
I see. Thank you, Exile. I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with me.
If you have any further questions in the future, seek me out and ask them. So there's some containers that you can go for.
Why have you approached me?
I'm searching for my friends.
You will find them in the main irrigation channel room, in the northern part of the plateau interior. The particle emitters there that once governed the flow of water to Tilos can double as force cages.
So they are prisoners.
They were caged for their safety, until we could determine your intent, Exile. Atrus cautioned us against your tactics, fearing that your allies would create a distraction. Your companions gave us little trouble, however. The male could have presented some challenge if he had resisted, but he chose not to.
Who? Atten?
He has had some Ichani training. He masks it well, but when you are in danger, his mask dropped into a stance we know well.
Where would he have gotten that training?
I do not know. The Ichani forms are known to be taught to military special forces throughout the galaxy. If the source is a mystery to you, perhaps you should ask him. It would be wise to know those you travel with.
The Ebon Hawk, where is it?
Your ship is stored in the hangar. Atrus has given you permission to leave this place, and permission to return if you remain in her service.
I had some other questions for you.
You may ask.
Why do all of you look the same?
We share the same father, and we all bear the face of our mother. It is not unusual for the Ichani of the same parents to be born so as to be indistinguishable to outsiders.
Never mind, I'll be going now. And Keurig has donated $1. Thank you very much.
Did you find what you came for?
A woman from my past has made this place her home. I did not expect to see her again.
I felt as much. Quite strongly, in fact. I suspected there was something from your past here, something unresolved. I feel we did not come to this place by chance. You were led here. This woman who resides here, she did something to you once, something that hangs upon you still.
The woman here is a Jedi, Atrus, one of the Council.
There is a Jedi here, perhaps, in that you are correct. Yet there are no students, and this woman, this Atrus, surrounds herself with those who cannot feel the Force. Curious.
Those who cannot feel the Force?
Yes, her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walls trained to resist tricks of the mind. This discipline blinds them to the Force as well, even if they were Force-sensitive.
How did you know that? Were you reading their minds?
Invade the mind of another. It is not something done carelessly, or when there is nothing to be gained.
Atrus plans to heal the galaxy, then rebuild the Order.
Plans are fragile things, and life often dashes expectations to the ground. Perhaps students will come to her in time. For now, she is surrounded by those who cannot feel the Force.
We may be able to gather students and allies on our journey. Let's go.
Very well. Let us depart.
Is that okay? He looks out cold.
He's only sleeping. It seems the journey here has fatigued him.
All right, then. Let me free you.
I am sorry, General. I must have lost consciousness in the crash.
There is nothing to apologize for. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm fine, General. Even power has been restored to my arm. What is this place? Where are we?
A Jedi Academy, concealed on the northern pole of Tilos.
This must be where I had detected the energy readings before, and the drain to the restoration shields. This room, this place, it looks part of a huge polar irrigation system, possibly planet-wide, like the one on Coruscant. I had been told by the Republic that it was not in use.
Are you well enough to travel?
I am, General. If you wish, I may travel with you, or join you at the ship.
Meet me at the ship and prep it for launch. We'll be leaving as soon as we can.
Very well, General. I will await your arrival.
And I got some influence with BioWare. Nice. And some items there. Not bad. Only way Kreia could be more sinister is if lightning struck every time she spoke. Yes and no. Kreia's not really sinister, or even in a strictly traditional sense evil, I suppose. She's more of a neutral character. Oh, I wouldn't call her a gray Jedi either. That's an oversimplification. She has some pretty compelling reasons for being as she is, but that would be spoilery at this point. Okay. Hey!
Well, if it isn't the one who stole the Ebonhawk. Not so smug now, are you, you little thief?
Don't be a fool. Atrus stole the ship and the droid.
Says you.
I should have Kreia and Atten in the same party more often. uh, your behavior core, they didn't memory wipe you, did they? It wasn't your fault they took the ship, T3. Wait, she downloaded what from you? Your entire memory? That must have taken some time. You can fill me in later. Let me get you out of there first. We'll see you at the Ebon Hawk. Alright. And I gained some influence with T3. Always good. There are certain things that you can ask him about that you can only actually get a straight answer out of him with high enough influence. And since T3 is one of the party members from Knights of the Old Republic 1, a lot of what he has to say ties the two games together and tells you what the main character of the first game and his party got up to afterward. Another source of information on that point is actually one of the Star Wars novels I bought last month, The Old Republic Revan, which I actually wasn't interested in reading until I realized Drew Karpyshyn was the one who wrote it. He was the lead writer for the first two Mass Effect games, and also the author of the first three Mass Effect novels, so I have some decent enough expectations of that. Actually, even though the novel is called Revan, it actually stars both Knights of the Old Republic protagonists, so I'm interested in reading that after I finish both games. Alright, this is the loading ramp to the Ebon Hawk. Once aboard, you'll be leaving the Tilos Polar Academy for good. Let's get going.
Well, now that we're off that Dejaric board of a planet, I say we burn sky until we see lines.
What's with T3? You did what while you were connected? You downloaded Atrus's archives?
What is the machine saying?
He said there was a holo record of my trial in Atrus's records.
We seem to have found it.
Do you know why we have called you here?
I came because I chose to, not because you summoned me.
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
The truth is the Mandalorians had to be stopped, or countless more would have died.
You refuse to hear us. You have shut us out, and so have shut yourself to the galaxy.
We feel that your true understanding of what happened at Malachor 5 will only happen in time, and it cannot happen here, near the battlegrounds where you fought.
You are exiled, and you are a Jedi no longer.
There is one last thing. Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
Much defiance in that one.
You were correct, Kavar. When she was here, I felt it. It was as if she was not there, more like an echo.
Revan's influence has grown amongst the youngest of the Order. She speaks to their passions, not their sense. The war has touched them. Many of them have found themselves in the war against the Mandalorians.
It is as I feared, and I fear that we have played into the hands of the enemy.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. She has lost herself. She is no Jedi. She walked Revan's path, but she was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path she did.
We are not the ones who taught her.
We take responsibility, Atrus, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the exile.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. She has changed.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let her depart. She will simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done with her, Atrus? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
No, although that may come in time. We let her go because we must. Where she travels, she carries her destination with her.
Malachor 5 should have been her grave. You saw it in her walk, and in the Force. It was as if she was already dead.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and she cuts like a blade through it.
We should have told her the truth. A Jedi deserved to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believed was true. There is still the matter of Revan, and such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Perhaps in many years we will call her before us and explain what happened to her, and how she may be healed. Until then, she must accept her journey.
But she may never discover the truth, and she will never know why we cast her out.
And that is the future we must accept.
Those Jedi sure like their secrets, don't they?
Those last few moments after my trial, I had no idea. If you find anything else, let me know. In a second. What else was in the archive? What about artifacts, lightsabers? She was obsessed with records. Why wouldn't she have a list? That was a rhetorical question, sorry. Alright then, play the missing Jedi. Master Vrook, Dantooine. Master Zezkai El, Nar Shaddaa. Master Kavar, Onderon. Master Vash, Korriban. Master Atrus, Tilos. I knew all those Jedi Masters.
A strange coincidence.
It is no coincidence. There is some larger plan at work here, and we are walking into it. This is too convenient to be anything but a trap.
Be that as it may, we need their help against the Sith.
General, is there a reason you don't carry a lightsaber anymore?
Atrus and the Jedi Council took it from me.
That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars, not the person you are now. You could build another one, if you wanted to, but you know that.
And why wouldn't I?
I don't know, General, but whatever the reason, you should put it behind you. I know this. A lightsaber is part of who you are. Without it, you're not complete.
With the Jedi Enclaves all destroyed, I don't know where to get the parts.
I think I can help you out there. I happen to know the parts you need.
Since when did you become an expert on lightsabers?
I spent a lot of time around Jedi during the war. None of them would let me take their lightsaber apart, but I did learn about their construction. We need a power cell, emitter matrix, lens and focusing crystal, though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did understand them. Those parts are fairly common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you, and if it is constructed of things that identify it as your own. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable.
For the last time, no. Because you're programmed to force your opponent to go first, and nothing will convince me the computer doesn't cheat. Even if I didn't have to go first and somehow I didn't suspect you of counting cards, I still wouldn't play with a trash compactor. Yeah? How many credits? Got a minute?
I'm a little busy here. What is it?
Won't take more than a minute.
All right, I'll work while you talk.
Look, your friend, the Jedi, you know her from way back, don't you? How much do you know about her, really?
Her? You mean the General? Yeah, during the war, if that's what you mean by way back. Can't say I know too much about her, though.
Better than anyone else on this ship. Just give me your opinion, okay? And don't laugh.
I'm trying to work here, Atten.
I was just wondering if you thought maybe she and I might...
You're being serious.
You said you wouldn't laugh.
You are being serious. Atten, she was a general. I was just a tech. Your guess is about as good as mine.
Well, what's your guess, then?
I'm getting back to work.
Hey! I'm being serious here. You're laughing at me? I'll put you on the scrap heap, you walking tin can.
All I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances. I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well take a look at you, too. What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior.
What's going on here?
I am not pushing you around. I just wanted to see if there was anything I could do to upgrade your functionality.
Don't worry, BioWare probably knows what he's doing.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. Good. Now let's get started.
Could you have made that sound
You
a little
wouldn't
less
guess it from the
sinister?
outside, but it looks like you've been through a lot. I'll bet. I'm all done with you. If anything comes loose, let me know and I'll put it back in place.
T3M4 has received a permanent +2 bonus to his constitution. Okay. So, we have the crafting a lightsaber quest now. BioWare has offered to help you construct a lightsaber. You have found a fixture for the energy cell, but still need emitter and lens fixtures. After the lightsaber is built, you will be able to enhance it with upgrades, but lightsaber upgrade items cannot be used in its original creation. Basically, you have to find 3 lightsaber parts. There are quests that will always give you a lightsaber part, and once you complete 3 of them, you can construct a lightsaber. After that, every quest that would have given you a lightsaber part just gives you a new lightsaber. Easy enough. I need to go back to, I need to go back and deal with these 2 side quests at some point. But not this session. We've been here for a little over 2 hours, so I'm going to go around the ship, talk to my party members, and probably call the session after that, but it's probably still going to take a while to go around and talk to everyone. But first, let's put the control cluster in HK-47. You have installed the control cluster and the HK droid on the Ebonhawk. All that remains is the droid chassis and the droid processor. You can buy some of these parts, but you can also just get them from other HK droids as you fight them. So, easy enough stuff. I'm going to quick save now, because I want to talk to Atten. Hey, what's up?
You know, I noticed a glow before, but now it's bright around you. You've come a long way since Paragus, and despite all we've been through, you seem a lot better for it.
I feel as if I'm more in touch with the Force than I ever have been.
It shows. It's kind of inspiring, to be honest. Anyway, just wanted to mention it. I think the others have noticed it too.
I had some questions for you.
Alright, what did you want to know?
Care to explain how you got your Ikani training?
Huh? What are you talking about?
When we entered the Tilos Academy, you dropped into an Ikani combat stance. Or Ichani. I'm not really sure how you pronounce that. Chassis? It's pronounced chassis? Of course it is. Words can't just pronounce based on their letters, can they?
Oh, that. Don't tell anyone, but you wouldn't believe how many fights you can prevent by just pretending to know that stuff. I mean, it doesn't compare to wearing a lightsaber, but then again, that doesn't seem to help you much.
Don't change the subject.
Yeah? So what? I don't ask any dumb questions about your past, despite the fact that it keeps throwing us into life-threatening situations. Want to know why? I figure if you ever want to tell me something, you will. So give me the same respect, all right?
I'm not accusing you. I just want to know if you've got any other useful skills. You could be a real asset with combat training.
Well, hey, thanks. But you've got the wrong guy. I'm good at shooting people, cracking wise, and pretending to know how to fight with my hands.
I had some other questions
All
for
right.
you.
What did you want to know?
Nothing, never mind. Oh. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Let's see. I'm gonna try that conversation again. Oh. I always lose my bearings in the center room of the Ebon Hawk.
You know, I noticed a glow before. You've come up.
Blah, blah, blah.
It's... All right. What? Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, that. Don't tell anyone, but you wouldn't believe how many fights you can prevent by just pretending to know that stuff. I mean, it doesn't compare to wearing a lightsaber, but then again, that doesn't seem to help you much.
I was just asking. No harm meant. I just thought it could be an asset.
Well, hey, thanks. But you've got the wrong guy. I'm good at shooting people, cracking wise, and pretending to know how to fight with my hands.
Influence gained. There we go. Right, that was a case of something that both KOTOR games do a bit of. Sometimes the persuasion options aren't actually persuasion options at all, or they're persuasion checks that are set to impossibly high numbers that you can't possibly reach, so they're essentially traps. Like, you can't use persuasion to save Bastila. In the Starforge, yeah, well, unless you romanced her as a male player. If you want to save her without using romance, you have to use normal dialogue options. For example, that's the big one.
Something up?
I had some questions.
All right. What did you want to know?
Nope. Can't do anything further here. I need to gain a little bit more influence with him before he'll, do anything else, I think. Alright then. Let's save the game again. And let's go talk to Kreia.
Yes? Have you come with questions?
I want you to teach me more about the Force.
Very well. What is it that drives you?
I wished to know more about the Force forms.
Very well. Of which did you wish instruction?
Oh.
Very well.
Can't do anything over there. This bond we share, I would know more about it.
I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong, and its roots run deep. It seems that at times of stress and pain, if they catch us unawares, then the pain is transmitted between us.
What about when we fight on our journey?
When battle is upon us, I suspect our minds are prepared enough to shield each other from the pain. I think we shall not have a repeat incident of what happened at Paragus.
Zach Taft asked, what do I think of Republic Commando? I haven't had a chance to play it. I'm also not super into shooters, so it's not very high up on my priority list, to be honest.
It seems the Force flows easily.
Alright, I've already had this
A powerful
conversation, I think.
technique indeed, though, as we have noticed...
I had other
Ask,
questions.
and I will answer.
I think I need to ask her questions before she'll teach me things about the Force. What's wrong with your eyes?
There is nothing wrong with my sight, if that is your question. I see all that I need, though the seeing of things flesh and blood has failed me some time ago. They were distractions only.
There might be a way to heal your sight.
There is nothing wrong with my eyes. They simply have atrophied from use. They are adequate to distinguish shapes, silhouettes. If need be, I could heal them, restore my sight, but sight can prove a distraction. When one relies on sight to perceive the world, it is like trying to stare at the galaxy through a crack in the door. But that is a lesson for another time. You must learn to see crude matter for what it is, before the veil is lifted. Yes? Have you come with questions?
I want you to teach me more about the Force.
Very well. What is it that drives you?
The option isn't there yet. Bah. There are certain things that you can learn from Kreia if you talk to her. Abilities, and sometimes you can trigger conversations with other party members through her lessons as well. So it is worth, you know, exploring what Kreia has to offer in terms of dialogue options. Hey, Beoder.
I didn't want to talk about the war, but can I ask you something?
What is it?
Why did you decide to fight?
The Mandalorians had to be stopped.
I felt the same way. I remembered when word of the Mandalorian attacks arrived on Iridonia. My people had colonies across the Outer Rim. Many of them were among the first systems to fall.
So you wanted revenge?
Revenge, and to crush the Mandalorians, to send them back to wherever it was they came from. I did not join because I wanted to protect, though. I hated them. I wanted to destroy them, to give them the mercy they gave the people they conquered. I remember the thrill I felt when we fought them in battle. Victories were rare, but we celebrated every Mandalorian's death. Do you know how it felt?
Jedi are trained to resist such strong emotions.
I couldn't do that. It was almost as though the battle took control of me, drove me forward. It's always on my mind now. That loss of control blinded me, turned me into a weapon. I just needed to get that off my chest. Was there something you wanted me for?
Where did you pick up that remote, anyways?
That old thing? I built him when I was a kid. Been following me around for years now, despite what I've done to try and chase him off. Hey, just kidding. I'm happy to have you around.
What does it do, other than follow you around?
He helps me out with repairs. I outfitted him with a cutting laser and some other tools for delicate modifications. He's also good for singeing the pants of annoying techs. I've been thinking about doing some other work on him, but I barely have time. Too busy fixing up the ship. Something else I can help you with?
What's your opinion about the Tilos situation?
If the Republic would just rein Zerka in, there'd be no problem. But as long as Zerka is allowed to undermine the Ithorians' efforts, Tilos will remain dead. I can't take seeing my work being used by those bloodsuckers. But there's nothing I can do about it, so let's talk about something else. Something else I can help you with?
How'd you lose your arm, anyway?
I got tired of it. Kept dropping my hydro spanner. Figured I'd get a new one.
Yeah? I'll bet that was fun.
I was only kidding. Actually, it was a souvenir from Malachor. I was lucky it was all I lost. But at least it gave me something to do, right? Everyone always said I was probably half machine anyway. Something else I can help you with?
Never mind. Phew. Cynical Ass B says, regarding Kreia, since her alignment never changes, it's actually in a light side player's interest, according to one guide, to deliberately lose influence with her. Yes and no. But in any case, I wasn't really talking about influence with Kreia. I was talking about the training that she can provide. Where is T3? T3. Come on, you little trash can. There you are. Hey. How did you get here, T3? Were you on the Ebon Hawk with Kreia? But where did the Ebon Hawk come from? You're hiding something from me. T3? If you don't know, then just say so. If you didn't know, then say so, but don't start seizing up on me. Yeah, that can be a little confusing. When you talk to T3 while he's messing with the engine over there, he has a tool that's smoking, and the smoke will continue billowing out from the tool in front of his model, and it makes it look like he's broken. The first time I noticed that happening was after this scene where Kreia blasts him with lightning, and so I thought Kreia had broken him. I was so confused. Alright. Well, let's see. 1019. Let's talk to Atten again, shall we?
Something up?
Let's play some Pizak.
Alright, but I'm out of credits, so it's Republic Senate rules.
Republic Senate rules?
That's where we waste a lot of time trading cards and trying to beat each other. But in the end, nobody wins. Everybody loses, and nobody accomplishes anything. It's like stalemate, except the goal is to pass time until the audience gets bored and leaves.
Let's play a practice match then. Okay. Atten. Atten. Anyway, I'm just gonna swap in a few cards. All right. Now, the best way to go about winning Pizak is to try and get your opponent to use up all their side deck cards. Unfortunately, that didn't work out so well for me. I mean, he did use up a side deck card, but... Boom. Also, stack your side deck with as many plus-minus cards as you can, because flexibility is your friend. Bah! I'm not sure if playing Pizak with Atten actually affects anything either. Oh, hey, I won by sheer retarded luck that time. Excellent. Ah, seriously? Atten, why? And I win.
Something up? All right. What did you want to know?
Nope. Alright, well, I guess that doesn't affect anything. Let's see. Baldur Aviation says, for me, even if I were to go to the light side character, it doesn't change too much to have some dark side points. It's also a game where you rarely get light or dark points just for picking sides. Yeah, that's true. One thing that I will say about the alignment system in the game, though, is that you do want to stay maxed out on light or dark side points if you can, because when you're at the maximum level for a given stat, you gain a 3-point boost to one of your attributes, strength, dexterity, constitution, and the like, based on what class you are. I'm a Jedi Guardian right now, so I would get a +3 to my strength if I were to max out my light side force power, which I will pretty soon at this rate. Once I upgrade to Jedi Watchman, that +3 strength becomes a +3 constitution. But, you know. And that applies to all of the characters in your party. So you want to max out your alignment, and you also want to max out their influence with your influence on them, so that their alignments are maxed out as well. Although, like, if you're training them into Jedi, usually by the time you manage to get them to take Jedi training, your influence with them maxes out. So, yeah, it's pretty easy to get your alignment up, but the influence thing is considerably more complicated. There are some characters who are easier to keep light side if you don't use them that much. Because they'll criticize you for making light side choices even though you've maxed out their influence so much that they're full light side anyway. I don't understand it entirely. Goto and Mandalore are interesting. I haven't really talked much to Goto, though, to be honest. Interesting character conceptually, but I don't really like using him in my party. In any case, it is now just about 10:30. Been here for almost 2.5 hours. I think I'm going to call the stream here, because it would be really awkward to start Nar Shaddaa and then stop the stream immediately after. Nar Shaddaa is the longest planet in the game, but also the one that I want to go to first because there are a lot of opportunities for lightsaber parts there, and also you recruit my favorite party members on that planet, so I want to go for them. Oh yeah, I should go to Citadel Station. I'm not going to end the stream here then. Yeah, you're right. I'm just going to go to Citadel Station real quick, because when you go to the landing pad, and thank you for reminding me, when you go to Citadel...
Something up?
Wait, what? What? I was trying to access the galaxy map. Come on, man. Anyway, yeah. When you go to Citadel Station, as soon as you get off the landing pad, the H&K... The H&K... Why do I keep saying H&K? That's a gun model. I mean, that's a fitting thing to mistake them for, but... The HK-50 droids will be waiting for you as you, leave the station. As you leave the, landing pad, rather. So I want to very quickly go do that. Also, I think landing on Citadel Station now might affect how soon a certain character shows up on the Ebonhawk, but I'm not entirely sure about that. The friendship rivalry system in Dragon Age 2 is okay. I have certain issues with the way it was handled, but that mostly comes down to writing, to be honest. Anyway, let's see. I'll take Atten and T3 because I need to level T3 up. All right. Let's see. Level T3 up. Attributes. I'll put a point into dexterity. Sure, why not? Skills. Computer use. Repair. Security. Awareness. Accept. Level up again. Computer use. Repair. Security. Awareness. Easy. Ah, and we get another perk. Let's see. What should I pick this time? Classical demolitions, no. Toughness, no. 2-weapon fight. Can T3 dual wield? Okay, well, I'm not going to pick that just now. I'm actually going to pick Master Gearhead. Alright. And skills. Level up. More skills. And that's all we have. Don't have much influence with T3 yet, so... It amuses me that even the droids have light and dark side alignments. But yeah. It's quick save real fast. Hit the airlock oh. Hit the airlock terminal, there we go.
Unnecessary observation. Targets acquired. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communications. Recitation. And bring about the termination of hostilities.
As you say. Okay, that didn't work out so well. But, counterpoint. Oh, wait. I need to cancel combat. Oh. Will you just tell me what goddamn, grenade I'm throwing? Okay, thank you.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Optimal accuracy.
Oh no, that's not what I wanted.
Ratio achieved. Systems failing, Master.
Nope, 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 nope.
Time to take you down to side.
Seriously.
I hear you.
and got back up. I completely forgot to re-equip Matrix Uric's weapon, by the way. Actually, I wasn't even aware that they took it off. But, you know, such is life. Let me just quickly find a repair kit. No! Come on. Oh, I need to click on the portrait, right. Oh, there's two of them. Damn.
Systems failing, Master. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
Atten, what are you doing? Come on. Atten.
Systems failing, Master.
I mean, thanks for distracting it for a little while, but... that didn't go so well. And... Big 5G over there, just donated 99 cents. Thank you very much. Oh, hang on. Anyway, we got another HK chassis. Wait, do I already? That's one of the parts that I was looking for. Yeah. Okay, so we got an HK chassis. And while I'm here, I'll go turn in those side quests. Because it's like just a short jog over to the station, I think. Hi.
So you've returned.
That's it? Aren't you going to put me under arrest?
While I was disturbed that you chose to defy our orders and obtain transport off Citadel Station, the matter has since been closed. It was the decision of Republic authorities that your testimony would no longer be necessary, and thus you'd be allowed to go. But as we discovered, you had already left. In some ways, it was lucky for us, avoiding a possibly embarrassing situation.
Why would the Republic change their minds like that?
Why does the Republic do anything? The head doesn't know what the feet are doing. The hands don't even know they've got fingers, let alone where they are. My opinion, they probably performed their independent investigation and figured it wasn't your fault. Anyways, you should just be glad I decided to overlook the fact you escaped arrest.
Well, thanks for that.
Yeah. And if there's nothing else, I've got a job to do.
I'd like to talk to you about the bounties.
What is it?
I killed the escaped criminals.
I see. And where and when did you kill them?
I followed them to the restoration zones, where they were on duty as Zerka security, and killed them.
I see. Well, you certainly earned the bounty on those two dangerous criminals. Here it is. I think you'll find the amount more than adequate. The TSF once again thanks you for your cooperation.
Alright. And the other bounty is Batono, who I have no idea where to start with. Maybe I'll try doing that at the beginning of next session. But for now, it's time to end this session for real. Thank you all for joining me again. And have yourselves a fantastic night. It's getting late. Time for me to get some sleep.